continue the Buddha. When you teach people in the world to cultivate samadhi, they must first of all sever the mind of lust. This is the first clear and unalterable instruction on purity given by the first come ones and the Buddhas and the world-honored ones of the past. He teaches the same, like all the Buddha. This is the teaching, it should be given to people. Therefore, Ananda, if cultivators of chant samadhi do not cut off lust, they will be like someone who cooks sand in the hope of getting rice out of it. After hundreds of thousands of aeons, it will still be just hot sand, no matter how long you cultivate. If your concept is not right, as the Buddha taught, then you will be nothing, get nowhere. Just like cooking sand and hoping to get rice out of it. Why? The Buddha continued. Why? It wasn't rice to begin with. It was only sand. Well, why do I know that? You know that, right? If we cook sand, it won't be rice. So, if you seek the Buddha's wonderful fruition and still have physical lust, then even if you attain a wonderful awakening, it will be based in lust only. With lust at the source, you will revolve in the three paths and not be able to get out. What are the three paths? Anybody remember? Buddhist? What are the three paths? Huh? Susan? Okay, yes. Okay, she say the three paths, including being the, animals and the hungry ghost and health. This is the path that you have to walk through if you cultivate based on lust. Oh, so scary. Not just like practice and then easy to become Buddha. There are so many traps around, and there are more. Look at all this. I mark it all for you here. I mean, I don't just mark, it's not only here. I mean, this is the beginning of that. And that is at the end of that. So I mark only 2 times. Huh? I had to read all this in order to select out for you some. You see that? Yeah? Okay. And this is not yet the January of the calendar. It's just December. All right. So the Buddha continued. With lust at the source, you will revolve in the three paths and not be able to get out. Which road will you take to cultivate and be certified to the first come once nirvana? He asked, meaning if you continue to frolic in the lustful kind of attitude and mind, then you will not, how can you get to nirvana? He continued. You must cut off the lust which is intrinsic, inherent even, in both body and mind, for human. Then get rid of even the aspect of cutting it off. At that point, you will have some hope of attaining the Buddha's body. Hope only even yet. After you cut off all the lust, meaning concentrating on avoiding all these lustful or thought or attitude or mind or thinking, then after that you still get rid of trying, meaning it becomes like your nature, okay? And you don't even think of trying to cut it off because you have no more lust and you forget about it already. Still, at that point you still have some hope, H-O-P-E, hope, to attain Buddha body. Body means enlightenment, okay? Yeah. Oh, you want me to continue? Yes. Really? It seems so hopeless. After doing all that, it's still just hope. Okay, and where are we all going? Huh? You and I. Huh? It's okay. It's okay. There is hope. Okay? There is enlightenment. Maybe seems difficult. Avoiding a temptation, lust seems to be difficult. But if we know we have it, we still can be redeemed. If we know, okay, I'm having lustful thoughts, cut it off, okay? Try to cut it off. At least you know, okay? At least you know. For example, you know that you're sick, yeah? You're sick already, what to do? At least you know you're sick, okay? Then you will find a way to cure yourself or go to doctor or talk to somebody who can help you. You see, there's always some remedy. Just be mindful of what you think, of what you cultivate in your stupid mind. Not intelligent mind. The mind is not your fault. The mind has been born like that. Too much trouble. Just following the world. Yeah? Only the soul is truly wise and intelligent. Yeah? And good. And virtuous. And whatever the best you think of, that's in the soul, inherent already. And here we have physical body. And we have the mind. We have the brain. This also the Buddha said inherently we will think lustful thought. Yeah, the hormones, the society, infection, the example of others, the company we mix with, the work we're doing, the picture we see daily, okay, the people we contact. All these are there just to make us struggle. So just know that, okay, and try your best. Always think the opposite way. Remember the 5 holy names. Remember to pray to all the saints, the master to help you. Then it's okay. Yeah? It's not as okay as if you don't have. But we try our best. And our heavens know how difficult it is to live in this world and being like a pure lotus in the mud. How difficult that is. Even if you don't want to have any lustful, for example, relationship, somebody come along and try to scratch you around until you give in. Because maybe you feel sorry for that guy or girl trying too hard. Maybe you're just lonely at that time. Maybe you just gone through a difficult period of your life. Maybe you just lost your job. Or maybe you just gone through the winter of your spiritual cultivation. And maybe you just lost some loved ones and you're just lonely, you're just weak and something come attack you. This is a Maya. The Maya will use anything to attack you. Not just person. Use anything at all. Situation, creating problem for you. So, be merciful to yourself. Just be aware, okay? Do not try to condemn yourself too hard. You're only human. We are only humans, okay? Well, I don't mean you are human. I mean you have human's body. And the human body, human's brains are source of all illness. If we don't take good care and be alert and knowing what they're doing to us. Got that? Yes. Knowing our weakness so we can forgive ourselves and strive to be stronger. Okay, not spoiling us, not indulging in our weakness. Then it's all right. Truly, I don't think God and Buddha would be so heartless, no compassion as to condemn us to the point, because we are really thrown into a sea, tied hand and feet, and had to swim to survive. It's like that. Just know it, okay? Beware, all right? Beware, and try to control it as much as you can. That's why all the other great people, they say the best victory is conquering yourself because it's too hard. It's too hard. Yes. And then you must work for your life. Yeah, you must take care of your family, your parents, and every other things. They take all your time already. We have only 24 hours. And we need to sleep 8 hours. Or more or less. And we have to cook. We have to go shopping. We have to eat. We have to take care of our clothes. We have to pay tax. We have to drive car to work, drive back, insurance. Oh, God. Truly, if I am still in the world, like you are, with husband, wife, children, I'm not sure if I could even meditate as good as you do. Good for Buddha that he left the whole kingdom, left for 500 concubines, yeah? 500, but that's a fixed number in India, I told you. That could mean 200, it could be 50. I mean, a lot, many, many. They always say 500, 2,000, you know? 84,000, I explained already last time. Like that. So I'm not trying to condemn you ever, okay? I feel really, really that you are worthy of admiration and respect. I truly feel that way. That you're so strong, so tough. Such a world you live in. So many things binding you. So much stuff to distract you. So many, many temptations to bind you. So much obligation on you. And you still want to practice and meditate, and go to group meditation, and go to charity events, helping me with SMTV, cleaning the ashram for everybody, etc., etc. You really earn a place in heaven. I really, really love you, even the least of you. Even you can't meditate very well, I do love you, because I know it's just a world. It's like that. I don't know how anyone can survive here so long with all this surrounding, you know, tiring job and obligation and temptation and work and whatever, yeah. And physical body demand, you know, and physical body weakness, and the mind's trouble, the mind's weakness, and surrounding companies, you know, not all of them are good for you. Yes, and once you make a mistake, it's difficult to go back. You know, it just keeps binding you, and one lead to another. It's like somebody doesn't want to get married, you know, to begin with. But then he or she got married, somehow got married. And then it's not ending there, have children, and then work harder. Yeah, work harder. And more anxiety, more worry because of the kids, got a love for the kids. I don't mean that is a bad thing, to have children or anything. What I mean is that it probably wasn't the thing you want to begin with. And then you come into it, and you can't get out. Just get more and more trouble. More children, and then later more grandchildren, and more whatever. And then the in-laws together, and, you know, the trouble that's brought with. It's a package deal. It's a package deal. It's not just one person coming to your life. It's many things. The wives and husband friends, the wife and the husband family, wives and husband, you know, other not too good company, yeah, etc., 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 and the colleagues and the boss. Oh God! I really think you are tough guys. Tough. You are made of iron. I should call you iron initiate. How you do all this? I don't know. I had only 7 dogs and several, maybe tens of thousands of disciples, and I'm already very tired. And how you do all this. And disciples are mostly very good. Yeah? All right. No, I truly, really, really love you because I know what you go through every day, every single day of your life. Even if you try to avoid one, it still beget another. The Maya is always around. He never leaves you alone. He doesn't leave me alone. He can't mess up with me. He mess up with my, attendant, assistant. Actually, dog's assistant. Every day. Every day. If I cannot cry, I just laugh. What else to do? Cry and laugh is same. Same situation. Yeah. You're in prison already. You cry or you laugh, what would you do? Still in prison, right? Make no difference. Just as I told you. Yeah? I wear high heel and I stand up, still make not much difference to you. You don't see me much. Right. Now, I told you, I talk a lot. You need a calendar now? Huh? Hey, it's all your fault. You don't want me just to read it. You want me to talk? Never mind, we have fun, okay? We have fun. Yeah, whatever. Okay, huh? You already have training method. You already know the 5 precepts. What else can be wrong? And you want to see your master. Can it be wrong? No, right? So she has to sit here so you can see her, right? And if you cannot just sit here for just look for her to talk photos. Entertain you, huh? Yeah, you should be lucky you have some entertainment master, no? Yeah. All right, my ego is going up already. All right, so the Buddha say that what I have said here, above mentioned just up to now, apart from mine, yeah, except mine. He say what I have said here is the Buddha's teaching. Any explanation others counter to it, opposite to it, is the teaching of the Papiya, meaning the atheist, meaning it's wrong. Huh? What the Buddha said about the lustful mind, that we should cut off, we should beware of it. Just be beware of it, okay? Then that is the teaching of the Buddha. He didn't say be beware of it. I say that. Because the Buddha has it too good. Maybe he doesn't know much about the suffering of normal humans. So he said, you have to do it or die. So I tell you, beware and control it. Buddha has been born as a prince. And he has been a Buddha forever. He's a tough guy, right? Prince, muscular, and 500 concubines. Born in silk and silver and gold. And even he went out after a few years, he became Buddha again. And people worship him. Whatever he says, people listen with awe, respect. Yeah? So he probably never had to work all his life. Of course, it's his good karma, good marriage. You could cultivate. Well, and then you can become a king and then a prince and a Buddha like that. If you cultivate what the Buddha said. Okay? Right. So the Buddha has cut off his tie with the world. As a prince, he was so well protected. He lived in luxury. Yeah, he lived in protection, love, and respect, worship, whatever you want, he got. Until he went out and saw the suffering on the street, then he would wake up. But even then, he went to become a monk. Also, it's not like you have to go out to work, fighting with the world for some morsel of food and a few dress on your body. That's a different suffering. But the Buddha has been determined to be enlightened in order to help sentient beings. That was also a very hard job. But it's a different He doesn't roll in the traffic jam every early morning when your eyes still not open, just to go out to work. Otherwise, you don't have bread on your table. And at that time, he doesn't have to breathe pollution air like the way we do now, which contaminates our body, weaken our resistance, blurring our mind. We have all this now. You have all this now. Apart from other hardship you have to endure every day in your life. So if the Buddha were born again in this lifetime with you, in your century, in your generation, and have to undergo all this hardship, then probably he would be more lenient. But of course, you must remember, he's talking to the monks, yes? To the assembly of monks who is already arhat, who is already pure, already left everything behind, and has the fortune to be cut off from all the mundane obligations, trouble, and temptation. All they do is just take their bowl, go around in the village, have whatever they have, come back, eat their food, meditate, listen to the Buddha, living a very, not too bad life. Even though maybe to bake and eat only once a day, maybe it's unimaginable to you. But you get used to it. And if you have no choice, that's probably be good. Yeah, I'm telling you. Because they will be busy with some other things, you know? They will answer other lay disciples to come and ask. The lay disciple don't always ask the Buddha. The Buddha is not always available. He has to go samadhi, he has to meditate. So maybe they ask Ananda, they ask other monks. So they're also busy teaching them. And they're also busy remembering what Buddha teaching. Write it down and contemplate on it, you see? And when you're busy, you don't feel that hungry. If you want to slim down, I have a recipe. You want to hear? No. All of you are very skinny. You don't need. Really, you want? Okay, I'm telling you. You just do what I do. Be a master. Okay. Busy yourself so much that you just eat half a bowl, and then you have to run for the phone, run for the dog, run for everything, and then you lost your appetite. And you won't eat no more. That's also a good method. Yeah? Yeah, because I was having appetite. I was enjoying my food. But then I had to rush because of deadline. And other things, that's the rushing time. And then after I finish that, I don't feel any appetite anymore. I don't feel like I would want to enjoy that food anymore. Yeah? No? No. Some of you would have had similar situation, right? Yes, huh? Yes. Don't tell me that I don't teach you everything. I do. Even to how to slim down. Right. We continue until I prove to you why the Buddha is vegan, not vegetarian. And probably Jesus was vegan too, okay? It's just that he didn't say anything, or there's no trace of it. So we just presume that he was vegetarian. Yeah? Because Asim is supposed to be vegetarian, okay? But mostly vegetarian, they ate pure food. You know, not like nowadays, they eat fish and seafood, you know, shrimp and stuff, and they call themselves vegetarian. I said, what kind of vegetable that swim around in the sea like that? Huh? What kind of vegetable that swim around? Yeah? Have a face, breathe in and out, and go to eat, and blinking eyes, wagging tail, and stuff like that. What kind of vegetable is that? Huh? You see the shrimp, they also swing their tails to swim. The fish also swinging their fins and all that to swim. What kind of vegetable is that? Bread, is that a vegetable? No. No. See? Telling you. They call themselves vegetarian, eating all that. So, it's not like when the Buddha or even Jesus ate vegetarian. Maybe they probably drink a little milk here and there when they're sick, or if people even offer it to them. Okay? The monks, they come out for alms, yeah? But the Buddha say if there's meat in the bowl, you take the meat out and eat just the vegetable. Okay? So, it's not that easy to just go out and bake and eat anything. It's not like that. And most people, I don't think they put the milk on top of all the vegetable and rice when they give it to the Buddha. So milk is not always like available. It's not that. So even if they are vegetarian, it's very unlikely that they even have a chance to have milk. So nowadays, if they drink milk, eat egg, even they call themselves vegetarian. I don't think they offer that to Buddha. Even offer, the Buddha say, take it aside. I will show it to you soon. You know why? I tell the SMTV staff to change the Buddha into vegan, not vegetarian. I will keep it. The calendar is still on. Yeah, you're a master, huh? And talk, huh? Ooh. I can also go back to my room also. I wasn't really like very enthusiastic to come out and talk to you. Of course you were here already. I feel I should, yeah? But I was very, not very strong. Not very like, whoa, you know, I'm going out to talk now. Buddha, no, I wasn't very good, okay? A lot of working, rushing before the retreat so that I can go to the retreat. Even at the last minute, this early morning, 4 o'clock, they still send documents from me. And I worked until, I don't know, 8 o'clock, 8:30. I mean, all night already. I thought 4 o'clock I can go to take a rest. No, cannot. Hey, even I'm on retreat and they still send it to work. Imagine that. Yeah. And then all kind of irregular activity, you know, make the body kind of well. Huh? Not that I don't love you. I really love to see you. I really. And now I'm here. I feel like, okay, I could talk. But when I come back to the room, it may be a different dimension. Not like I'm really enthusiastic to come out and forget the calendars and that stuff. It's not really. But I could go on if you are around. Huh? I guess your enthusiastic spirit, your love, and your hoorah and clapping, all that, you know, good for the ego. And then they say, oh, it's a lot of rewards. I'm just kidding. I just love you. That's the only drive, okay? That's the only drive that makes me drive this body. Yeah. How can you keep driving your body for so many days on end without sleeping and eating just something? Or not eating, you know, how can you drive your body like that? It's only love that can do that. Yeah? Only love, I think, that can do that. Love drives it. Hmm? I deserve it shamelessly. But just like the parents, I'm just thinking to myself, you know, now that I'm talking to you and I ask that question, I'm just thinking to myself, it's just like the parents love the children so much that they spend sleepless nights taking care of their ill children and go to work endlessly, 2-3 jobs even, just to afford them to go to college. Even just doing normal job, it's not like a very high-paid job. Doing 2-3 jobs, going to sleepless nights and eating on the road and enduring all kind of hardship or humiliation, just to put the children into easy life and to college or to education, whatever they can afford. Yeah, I think it's like love that drives you. Even if you're dead, you get up again. Could be. So even when I'm coming out talk to you, or when I go out on lecture tour, the way I talk, people would think, oh, she loves this job. She is strong and healthy and very energetic. It's not 100% true. It's not. All right. Continue. Further, Ananda, if living beings in the 6 paths of any mundane world have no thought of killing, he explained further. What's next? Okay? After lust, what's next? That drives beings to migrate, yeah? Again and again in this vicious circle of life and death. So if the beings in the sixth path, now including humans, okay, and the divas, yeah, and what else? Buddhist, sixth path are quỷ, chúng sinh, 还有地狱，还有另外一个上人、阿修罗，还有天人，是吗？ Nuns? Yes? Okay. Okay. I'm certified with the nuns here already. Alright. So that means, nevertheless, for the Asura, meaning the astral beings, the first word that we have to pass is astral world, yeah? And the beings there, we call them astral being or Asura. Asura, Sanskrit term for astral beings, you know? These astral beings, but they are also very benevolent astral beings as well. Meaning these beings, whether or not they are benevolent or vicious, they are asuras. And they also inside of this sick existence, which cannot escape birth and death and destruction, old age and etc. if they don't stop killing. Killing directly or indirectly is the same. Because if you don't eat meat, for example, then no one will kill the animals for you. Huh? What? Anybody so crazy will go buy a lot of animals and then kill them, just leave it there? Huh? Making no money? It is the money that drive people to raise animals and kill them for food. To sell it to the people who eat it. Huh? If people cease eating them, then there will be no more killing. Right? So eating meat is a kind of also indirect killing, right? It supports that kind of job. It supports that kind of business, yeah, of killing. So the Buddha say, all this being, including some lower level of heaven, if they cease, if they have no thoughts even, not just killing, but thoughts even. Yeah. That's why the Buddha say you have to collect your thoughts, see? Because if you collect your thoughts, then you know. You control your thoughts, then you don't do the wrong thing. Yeah? That's why concentrate on the virtue and moral and compassion and love. So the Buddha said if these six paths beings do not have any thought of killing, they would not have to follow a continuous succession of births and deaths. If you don't kill, you will not die. Are reborn again and suffering old age and sickness and separation and sorrow and all kind of pain. So killing is one of the cause of transmigration, yeah, after lust. Yeah, I don't know why the Buddha mentioned lust first. I guess it's because it's the assembly of monks. Yeah, monks, they don't kill anyway already. Yeah, so lust is more important for monks. Because monks and nuns, when they came to the Buddha, they were still in the prime of their youth. And this hormonal drive that makes them crazy, make all of the young people trouble. That's why the Buddha mentioned it first, I guess. Okay, my humble opinion. Don't look at the calendar. My humble opinion again. All right. I have to make it more plain, okay, and explain to you. Because if you read the Sutra, some of it are really out of understanding. You can't understand a thing. That's why many people don't, they say they follow such and such religion, but they don't understand what is it, the principle of the doctrines of their faith. Because the masters has long ago left our world, and their teaching at that time, their talk are also a little different from nowadays. It depends on the master. If the master talk in the very high language, it's more difficult even. And not to talk about this kind of abstract terms, yeah, it's more difficult. And in such a way that not many people can understand. So if I talk a lot, it's just to make it more plain, okay? The calendar is useful, but your understanding is also very necessary. Yeah. So if you read Sutra alone, it may be very difficult. Okay, to understand. Sometimes I read it a little different in a plainer language. Your basic purpose of cultivating samadhi is to transcend the wearisome defilement But if you do not renounce your thought of killing, you will not be able to get out of the dust. The Buddha means after lust, if you already conquer the lustful mind, but still you already cut off defilement in one department. But if your mind still doesn't cut off the thought of killing or violence or harm to others, then you won't get out of the samsara dust. Samsara, this word dust. Okay, meaning rolling again and again in the dust and carrying this dusty body, which is made of dust. Buddha say like that, meaning you can never get out of the physical existence. This is dust. Anyway, I decorated a little bit to make it beautiful dust, but it's still dust. Just to make it pleasant to your eyes. I don't know, I keep asking heaven, I'm older now. Can I just wear every day plain, like gray, brown, you know, like those dim yellow, dark and red, even if red. Can I just wear two or one kind of color every day? You know? They say, no, carrying your usual self. Speak in English like that. Use yourself. The former vice president of Taiwan, she's a practitioner of Buddhism. She's vegetarian, very good person. And now she sometimes talk very good about me somewhere else. I heard. I haven't heard it myself, but somebody told me that. And then one time she came to visit our ashram and see, if you can call it ashram, I call it trees, the planted trees area, no? There's nothing there you can call an ash, ram, or maybe ash, okay, but ram, I don't know. That is a kind of ash also, you know, right? Okay, so ash, ram. All right, then she asked me whether if in the practicing, you know, is the clothes, dress very important or not? Of course, everybody know I'm very flowery dress, huh? Not like ordinary, not like other nuns. So they asked me that question. I think all the disciples of her or follow her don't dare answer. She answered them. They say, is it important, the dress, if you're practitioner, you know, nuns? I say not important, of course. But it is very good to wear nuns and monks' robe. People leave you alone. At least they don't come and flirt with you. They don't try to tempt you. That's just cut off one of the temptations. The less the better. And then you don't have any hair anymore, then you don't need a comb. Save a lot of money already. So the comb sometimes broke. You don't have to buy new one. And you don't have to wash a lot. And even if you wash, you don't even have to worry about blowing. Then you have another hair blowing machine. Yeah, it's another expense. And cumbersome, luggage. And also, what else? And you don't have to wash it very clean or not clean. It doesn't look so much difference because it's gray, brown color, you know, or black. Yeah, I don't see much of the of the stain. Yes. And everywhere you go, you just take a very small suitcase. In the Himalaya, even after some years already, I still carry just a very small. Those that the monks and Buddhist monks and nuns carry around them. Yeah, small bag. Shoulder, carry. And I put my second clothes in it. And when I was in Himalaya, I wear only white, you know, simple, Punjabi dress. Only two. Very simple. So I'm glad to come here, so I can leave those behind at least. And then now they bring it here. I did not say anything. I did not want to. I just bring a few, and I thought that's enough. I can keep changing, you know. No, they brought some here. I'm telling you. You cannot run away. If you want one banana, you get the whole tree. Okay, never mind. I go with the flow. Then make lemonade out of lemonade. But wearing monks and nuns robe is very nice. Very comfortable. The color is just gray. You know, make you feel very comfortable. Like homey, yeah? When I wear those in other time, I feel very comfortable. You don't worry, you feel very comfortable, light, simple. Yeah. Just feel homey, yeah, somehow. The color, brown, you know, dark brown or gray, you feel very comfortable in it. Try it next time. Or maybe it's just your attitude. You just want to be simple, it's different. Maybe it's not the clothes, yeah? One time when I was younger, is the calendar still there? When I was younger, I was in Germany. I talked to a monk, you know, he's a very virtuous monk. He was already 60-something at that time. I was maybe 29, 30 at that time. I asked him, I want to become a monk. Yeah. He said, why? You're doing well in the world. You're helping the Buddhism, you know, you're doing good for the temple, and you help the monks and the nuns. You're doing well. You don't have to be a monk. And then I said, but I like it. In the world, we have to wear different clothes, you know, to go to work, and all change, you know, nothing complicated, yeah? Oh, you're laughing at And he said, you don't know. Some monks also complicated. He said to me, just wearing the clothes, simple clothes, doesn't make you simple. They said like that. I just now remember, and it could be true. It could be true. But at least it's simple physically. You know, you don't have to have a lot of luggage to take care of it. Yeah. Oh, moving house is really tiring, you know. Just the other day I had to move something here, yeah? Because you are here, you know. So I have to move some of this theater weapon stuff. Yeah. Move here. And I had to do it all alone. Because I don't have, in that situation over there, I cannot ask anybody to help me. Also, maybe they don't know what I want, okay? So I have to do everything myself, sorting things out, and then pack it, and then I have to select this and that, and I thought, oh, can I do all this? Oh, can I, you know, very tired, too bothersome. And I remember with kind of sadness, regretfulness, when I remember the time of Himalaya, when I have only 2 pair of Punjab clothes, pajama like, and of course some inner clothes and so. That's all I had. And go all the way to the Himalaya, and cold weather. But when you walk, you're very warm. All the people who were on the horseback look at me like I'm a saint, you know? Yeah, insane, yeah. Because a girl go alone in India is not safe, you know that? And only 2 pair of clothes, a thin cotton, you know, the Indian cotton. And only 1 pullover, but I don't ever wear it because I'm hot I feel hot when I'm walking. All day I feel hot. Even when the rain make my clothes wet, I still feel very warm. And the snow is still abound. The month of May is still a lot of snow around. The army has to cut through the snow in order for the children to walk. It's like two walls of snow over both sides of you when you walk. Like the wall of snow. In some part, yeah? Anyway, it's still cold. I never felt cold. That's why some people, they look at me and they come and want to take me home to worship. And then one guy wants to marry me, remember? He's younger, he's not graduated as a lawyer yet, and he wants to marry me. I was already 30, 31 or something. I said, I'm married and I'm older than you. He said, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. बहुत अच्छा नहीं good, okay. And he's very good looking. Yeah. That was all time, huh? All time. I didn't fancy him, don't think about it. No, I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you, it's a food. Just for fun. Just for fun. I guess they think I am kind of holy or something, yeah? A girl alone, Asian, so small and skinny, and walk alone with 1 stick with a sleeping bag, and the clothes I put inside the sleeping bag, you know, 1 pair of clothes, and the pair I wear, you see? And put over also inside the sleeping bag, and I rolled it. So it looks like I have no luggage at all, just a sleeping bag. So they think I'm a kind of, whoa, magical power, powerful something, deity or some kind, you know, manifesting just to test them or something. The Indian people, they're very pure. Yeah. No, if they walk down from the horse and walk like me, then they don't need anything more. So even though one may have some wisdom and manifestation of chant samadhi, you know, if you meditate, you have some wisdom come out of it and some samadhi. But if one does not cease killing, one is certain to enter the path of spirit, meaning kind of ghosts and diva, demon, low diva, not Buddha, not Bodhisattva, not sainthood. So he say further, at best, you know, the best for you, even ever, that a person will become a mighty ghost. Wow, how awesome! Mighty ghost. If on the average, one will become a flying yaksha. Oh, at least you can fly. Yaksha. Meaning a ghost leader or a kind, okay? Just a ghost. At the lowest level, one will become an earthbound rakshasa, called like ghostling or something like that. Anyway, kind of ghost. You're different kind of ghost, they're all ghosts. Now you know why. The Buddha, the war honor one, the enlightened master, he said that. If you don't cease killing, meat eating, blood drinking, then you will become ghosts. Mighty ghosts even, can fly, fine, but nothing else. Right. So beware, yeah? 5 precepts, yeah? No lying, no killing, yeah? It's coming next, the one lying coming next. These ghosts and spirits have their groups of disciples, also even have disciples. Each says of himself that he has accomplished the unsurpassed way. It's the same like the other one. After my extinction, meaning the Buddha, Nirvana, in the Dhamma ending age, these hordes of ghosts and spirits will abound, spreading like wildfire, as they argue that eating meat will bring one to the Bodhi way. They argue, these ghosts and spirits, they say if you eat meat, you still can, you know, you will go on the Bodhi way, meaning you go in the Buddha's direction. You will become the Buddha. My God, what nonsense. How can anybody believe that? But somebody does, huh? Obviously. Okay. You want some more?
Yes.
No? Okay. Until midnight. Max, okay? 27 minutes. You can make use of the calendar sometime. Ananda. The Buddha continues to talk to Ananda. Ananda, I permitted the bhikkhus, mean the monks, earlier days, to eat 5 kinds of pure meat. This meat is actually a transformation brought into being by my spiritual power. The Buddha manifested it, used his power to make the meat for these bhikkhus because they probably live in an area where the vegetable don't grow, or they are not used to it, or maybe they're sick or something, or nobody give them the vegetarian food, something like that. So the Buddha manifested some so-called meat to give to these bhikkhu, the monks, yeah? So it basically has no life force, fake meat, yeah? And nowadays they're also trying to make that. You Brahmins live in a climate so hot and humid, and on such sandy and rocky land that vegetables will not grow. I was right. The vegetable cannot grow there, so the Buddha manifested for his disciples, monks, to eat. Therefore, I have had to assist you with spiritual powers and compassion. Because of the magnitude of this kindness and compassion, what you eat that tastes like meat is merely said to be meat. In fact, however, it is not meat. See that? Oh. Same in the Bible. God has also manifested manna. Yeah? Probably God at that time was manifested in a physical form as a master. In the Bible, God manifests manna for them to eat. And then one time, God so-called his disciple or believer of God also asked God mockingly. In the old time, it say that you manifest the manna to our ancestors to eat. Why don't you manifest meat for us? Yeah, and God did manifest meat. Rain down meat for them to eat. And after that, he destroyed them all. So in the Bible also says, meat for the belly, belly for the meat, but God shall destroy both meat and them. So both of these religions that I am acquainted with say the same thing, more or less. Except that the Buddha lived a very long life. He preached over 80 years, so he can tell many things that he knows. And even then he said, what I told you, he said to his disciple, what I told you is just some leaves in my hand compared to the forest. Yeah, of course, so many things he cannot explain in humans' language. I cannot show them in the mundane vision. How can the Buddha say everything? Except you yourself become Buddha and experience it yourself. Okay? So he said, what I told you is just a handful of leaves compared to the forest leaf. Whoa, imagine how little it is, yeah? And then we have so many sutras already. This is just one of them. It's just one of them, and so big like that. And what I tell you now is just a portion of it, a small portion. Understand? I select what's good for you only, it's not too many things, okay? All right, but if I have time, maybe I check out more, whatever, maybe good for you, okay? Or maybe the other sutra, like Lotus Sutra. Other sutra also very, very good. All the Buddhist sutra very good. So he said, it tastes like meat because of I manifest it, but it's not real meat. It has no life force, no killing. So just nowadays, like we eat vegetarian meat, vegan meat, huh? It tastes very good. The texture and all that look like maybe similar to hamburger, but it's not. There's no killing in it, no life force in it. Even the Buddha manifests, there's no life force of even vegetable. After my extinction, after Buddha's nirvana, after he passed from this world, after my nirvana or extinction, how can those who eat the flesh of living beings be called the disciples of Shakyamuni Buddha? He asked, he said, how can anybody? After he died already, nobody manifests the fake meat for them. So if anybody eat meat, they are not disciples of the Buddha. I told you before in some of my lectures that Buddha said that. It is here, okay? If you don't believe me, you go home and get the Surangama Sutra, page 163. You read it. So this is true, huh? What I said before, that the Buddha said this, said that, is true also. You should know, the Buddha continued, you should know that these people who eat meat may still gain some awareness and may seem to be in samadhi even. But they are all great raksasas, lower ghosts. Not even, diva in the heaven, not even diva in lower kingdom, not even asura. It's a rakshasa, low ghost. It's a magical power, maybe. When their retribution ends, they are bound to sink into the bitter sea of birth and death again. They are not disciples of the Buddha. Such people as these kill and eat one another in a never-ending cycle. How can such people transcend the triple realms? The triple realm is the Asura, and the second world, and the third world even. After you transcend the three worlds, then you can be forever liberated. The four levels, okay? Or you can say that they cannot transcend the three existence, like the hungry ghost and the hell and the vicious animals' birth. Not all animal births are from the karma, okay? But some are. Whew. Okay, I am almost there. Oh, so many. whoa. Oh my God. I thought I can end with their knowledge. And that's not included my calendar talk. I don't know if you can sleep tonight. If we don't cut it off now. All right. Okay, tell me when you have it, then we all go sleep, okay? Then we can talk again tomorrow. We have 7 days, right? That's why you're clapping. You confuse my ego now. What is it? You like me talk or you don't like me talk? Yes or no? Yes, don't like? Yes, like. Okay, I know. Just joking. I know what you like. Yes. Best is that sit here 24/7. Talk whatever, right? Play the podcast. Peace in Korea, whatever. You like it all. Okay, Buddha continue. When he said to Ananda, because Ananda said he wanted to save sentient beings, remember? Yeah. And he asked the Buddha, how can we do that? Yes. So now the Buddha concluded, more or less, not really concluded, but I concluded when I concluded. It's not yet. Therefore, Ananda, if when you teach people in the world to cultivate samadhi, they must also cut off killing the people, not just the monks and nuns, yeah? So they, the people in the world, must also cut off killing. This is the second clear and unalterable instruction on purity given by the first come ones and the Buddhas of the past, the world-honored ones of the past. Meaning all the Buddha, all the saints, teach this way to all people. Yeah, either now or the past. That's what the Buddha said. So the Buddha said, therefore, Ananda, if cultivators of chant samadhi, mean the meditation, the way you do not cut off killing, they are the one who stops up his ears and calls out in a loud voice, expecting no one to hear him. It's like he stuffed his ear, but he talked very loud and yelled loud and then thinking nobody hear him because he himself doesn't. Yeah. But you know everything, my God. What for I'm talking? Huh? You come up here. All right, very good. Because when you stuff your ears, yeah, and you don't hear even if you talk loud, okay, or anybody talk loud. But you stuff your ear and then you talk loud and then you think nobody hear and you won't disturb anybody anyway. And that is not correct. That's not logical. That's what the Buddha meant. Just an example to make it more clear explanation to Ananda. The Buddha is very patient, don't you think? Yeah. He keeps saying this, saying that, exhausting all kind of explanation, taking his time, so that his disciple understand well, you know, and not just understand, but understand well. Because the example is more clear, yeah, than just talk. Because he stuffed his ear and expected no one to hear him. It is to wish to hide what is completely evident. Say it is very illogical that you eat meat and you will become Buddha. How can you kill someone and live? I mean, eternally. That's what Buddha means. It's not reasonable, not logical. So, bodhisattvas and bhikkhus, mean monks, who practice purity will not even step on grass in a pathway. Even less will they pull it up with their hand. How can one with great compassion pick up the flesh and blood of living, moving beings and proceed to eat it to his fill? The monks in the Hinayana Buddhist country, such as, you know, some of the Asian countries, they are in the Hinayana way of Buddhist life, or Buddhist monk. You wouldn't think that they eat a lot of meat, but it's not like that. Except the monks and who has many followers, and maybe they bring meat to the temple and offer it to the monk. Otherwise, they go out every day, once a day in the morning, just to go for alms, and the people give them whatever they eat. Okay? I saw that it's not much meat on. I don't see meat at all. I just see some rice and vegetables. And to be a monk like that, eat once a day, and go out beg for food, and eat whatever people give, is not a very comfortable life, physically speaking. Okay? So it's a very hard practice, very high discipline. I saw them using their hand, like the people who offer food. They don't just use spoon, you know. Outside, when these monks from other Asian countries come out to beg for food, people just use their hand and take some a pinch of rice and put it in the bowl, because they go in a whole line of monks, yeah. And mostly I see young monks, you know, children monks come out, and they use their hand. God knows if they wash them or not. They use their hand to pick the rice from their pot and give one pinch to each monk. And to the next one, the other would give some vegetables. And I don't know how much they get in a bowl from that. But it's not seem to be a lot. So if you think to be a monk is an easy job, a lazy job, just don't want to work and go out beg for food, it's not true, okay? Even the Hinayana monks, they don't just have a good life like that, the way you think, okay? Come out and beg for food, and people just use a hand to the pick and give it to you like that. Some use spoon, but not all. I saw it. It's require strength, discipline, and strong faith. May the Buddha's blessing as well. Because these Asian countries, they followed strictly the Buddha's way. And when Buddha was alive, they go out for alms, okay? They don't do business, they don't cook for themselves, they don't demand things. They go out for food. People give them what they give, and they eat what they eat together. And they don't wear shoes also. They just have 2 pair of monk robe maybe, and maybe a blanket, but nothing more. Can you live like that? No. No, honestly not. For me, maybe not. The question of hygiene is already to begin to start my problem. But maybe if I have to, maybe I can. But I'm not sure about that. I have to be honest with you. Sometimes I go out to buy something to eat. Like I say, I want this bread, I want this bread. And if the vendor use her hand, you know, to pick out the bread, I said, no, I don't want that one. I want this one. I do it myself. And sometimes if she use the same knife that she cut the meat, and she cut my other thing, I said, no, oh, so sorry, no, I changed my mind. I go buy something else. Yeah. So I don't know if I go out, I can beg, and people just put anything in my bowl like that, and I don't know if I can eat without vomiting. All right, so you know my weakness now. You caught me. Yeah, that's the problem when you talk a lot. You will talk about yourself also without you, before you even know it. And all your weakness come out, yeah? All right, have a laugh at my expense. I don't care. Now, this is a part where I told you that Buddha was a vegan, okay? He said, bhikkhus, mean monks and nuns, bhikkhus who do not wear silk, not even wear silk, or leather boots. At that time, the Buddha already so clear. The bhikshu who do not wear silk, or leather boots, or fur, or down from this country, or consume milk, cream, or butter, can truly transcend this world. Hear that. That's the talk of the Buddha. He doesn't even drink milk. He don't wear silk. Some monks are offered silk robe, because silk can repel insects and give you comfortable feeling, summer or winter. Yeah. but it's made by dead silkworm. Understand? They put the silkworm in the boiling water, alive, and get the cocoon after that. Well, if you know all these kind of things, you don't want to wear anything. Do wear something. What I mean is those luxury stuff, you know, fur and all that. You see, they cup the seal to death, the baby seal to death, bleeding, and then get their fur. What for? You can wear anything else and keep warm, huh? And pretty. All right, now, do you see that? So the Buddha say, if the monks who don't wear silk, who don't wear leather boots even the leather boots are not, you know, much of the cruelty. Yeah, it is, but they already killed the cows or the animals to eat flesh, and the leftover they use, like a leftover, the discarded part, like the skin they don't eat, yeah, they use it to make boots. But even then, the Buddha said, don't wear it. Not to talk about killing and eat it, yeah, eat the animal alive or dead. So do not wear silk, the bhikkhus. He talked because this is all the monk that he was talking to. Yeah, but even then, even a monk who already renounced all the comfort in the world, family, wife, kids, money, fame, profit, renounce it all already. Yeah, already have a lot of merit, virtues, and already gained a good teaching with the Buddha, staying with the living Buddha every day. Still he tells you, don't eat meat, don't wear silk even, don't wear leather boots, don't wear down, you know, from the pluck, the feather from the birds, don't wear down from this country. Don't consume milk, don't consume cream that's made from milk and butter. Then you can truly transcend this world. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Not just I say, the Buddha said it. Here, I mark it with the star. Yeah. I read it long ago, I marked it. I thought maybe one day I'd tell you. But I thought you knew already. But then I said, why? Why not? Just reconfirm it with the authority figure. Maybe you believe it more. Oh, at least some people outside, you know, when they watch my lecture, maybe they can believe more and leave the animals in peace. So, the Buddha continued, when they have paid back their past debt, they will not have to re-enter the triple ring ever again. If you don't wear silk, if you don't drink milk, if you don't take cream, if you don't wear down, if you don't take butter, leather boots, then you never have to enter the circle of life and death again. Okay, now, why? The Buddha asked, why? It is because when one wears something taken from a living creature, one creates conditions with it. Just as when people eat the 100 grains, their feet cannot leave the earth, cannot leave the ground. Yeah? Both physically and mentally, one must avoid the bodies and the byproducts of living beings by neither wearing them or eating them. I say that such people have true liberation. Bravo, Buddha. Thank you very much. One minute to midnight. The Buddha said, what I have said here is the Buddha's teaching. He doesn't mean only his teaching, but he means the saints' teaching, the holy people's teaching, past and present, for him. So, when he said Buddha's teaching, he means general here, a third party. He doesn't mean himself, yeah? So, what I have said here is the Buddha's teaching. Any explanation counter to it is the teaching of papaya, mean the heretic, the non-believer, the evil. Okay, there are some more. Okay, we continue next time. Yeah, okay. So that you can go rest. Okay. We explain find more about the precepts.
We should really thank the past masters, monks and nuns and scholars who had take time to record what the Buddha is teaching after the master's nirvana, and also for the past and present persons, lay or monks or nuns who had really dedicated themselves, sacrificed their time and precious health or under any difficult situation to translate this so that I can read it to you. And we have to thank them. And may they be blessed forever by all the Buddhas, past, present, and future. May their merit be immense. May they be liberated forever. Thank you.